So we are visiting Lackawanna Coal Mines. This is quite exciting. These are the tracks to go in and out of the coal mines. And we're gonna go down there. And we're gonna go down, deep down 300 feet into the mines and see kind of how they would work in those conditions in coal mines. Quite exciting.
1,300-pound black diamond.
This is the type of stuff they bought up. 1,300 pounds.
Emergency meeting thing.
No, it's like the sabotage.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, when things are sabotaged and breaking down. I'm picking up what you put down. So going back
That's okay.
What's up?
For the mule boy.
Yep. Whoa!
Here we go.
Here we go. It's about to get dark in here.
Was this the actual mine that people used to mine in?
Absolutely it was. Wow.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I can't see anything.
It's getting dark.
All I can see is daylight.
So 300 feet, guys. But the length we're going is about 1,373-ish feet. Wow. But 300 directly beneath. Straight down. Okay. Wow.
And we're literally being held by a cord.
Wood cable and super emergency braking. That cable is replaced every single year. So good. Yeah. Keep an eye on it. And if it, rips beforehand, we put a little crazy glue on. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, let's hope that inspection was soon.
Put a little crazy glue on it, it's fine.
No.
You know when you get your car in for an inspection and you're like, hey, can you just slap a sticker on it and call it? Is this something like that?
Have you ever thought about adding bumper stickers to this thing?
Woo! About what?
Adding bumper stickers? What's the need? You can't even see the bumper stickers.
Yeah, you can't really see them.
It's so dark. I'm so excited.
Besides, am I
Oh, yeah, glow stickers, that's true.
Look how we are really deep.
I don't think I've ever been this deep in the ground in my whole life.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah, me neither. Now there are black widows down here.
You still want me to put lights in here?
No.
I can put lights in.
Yes. Yes.
Woo!
Yes. That is way better.
So they did have
That
lights.
is way better than that.
Who put those lights on?
I can see stuff now. Yeah. I was actually going to Whoa, I see.
This is so cool.
Feel free to move up, make rows, whatever you need to do to best see. And then visibly warp so the miners would know it was time to get out. They say the timber is talking, miners are walking. So if you guys hear any kind of weird popping, cracking sound, please put your hand up nice and high so I know to get out of the mine. So if this isn't what's holding up the roof, what is? Well, this mine is actually held together through a series of pillars and chambers known as room and pillar mining. So up here, this is an above view of that 190 slope we just came down in. What you're currently standing in is what's known as the gangway. That's just this large open area they're going to be pulling most of the carts back and forth through. Then on either side of your chambers, that's the room and pillar mining, also where the majority of your coal is going to be pulled out from. And then every single one of these black rectangles are massive, usually 60 by 40 pillars of coal that are left in. So it's actually the coal itself that's holding up the roof. Now in this kind of mining, you need to leave in more coal than you can take out. But since this runs underneath all of Scranton, depending on how you feel about scratching. It's very important to keep it supported. So another thing you guys might have noticed was that loud rushing water as we came down. Well, for short. So the way it works is this large branch reaches up and clips onto that 277 volt bare copper wire that it's going to run off of. Now a lot of this has actually changed in order to make this a tour mine for the public. I said none of these lights would actually be here. All you'd be working with was just a small flame lamp on your helmet. Depending on what kind you had, you could have anywhere from 1 to 10 birthday candles worth of vision. So it would have been extremely dark. Also, those boards were put in for you guys to walk on something a little bit more level. There would have been a lot of jagged, loose rock underneath your feet, and you could be even up to your ankles and run off water in certain areas, even with those pumps running. So what happens when you introduce a massive amount of open electricity into a dark, wet, slippery area? Anthracite, everything in this mine is anthracite. That is the hardest type of coal. Burns extremely hot, bright blue flame. Lasts a very long time. The cleanest burning, but unfortunately because it's so hard, it's very difficult, dangerous, and expensive to mine. So we mostly still work with bituminous coal. That's a much softer coal. It does not burn nearly as clean, but it's a lot cheaper and easier to mine. So we mostly still use it to power large power plants and large cargo ships. So if you never had a chance to touch anthracite, now is your chance. Your hands will get dirty, but it's very interesting because even though it is so hard, it's actually extraordinarily light. Here you go. There you go.
Oh, wow.
What would you do if I just chucked it at you? Here you go.
Football.
So what you do is you pick up a really big piece and take a picture of it and
that.
tell your friends you've been working out.
Yeah.
This is what's known as a belly brace drill or a manual hand drill. So the way this works is you're going to pick your drill bit depending on how deep you needed to go into these walls.
That looks like you could hang somebody with it.
Hang? How would you do that?
Like put the.
It's not a rope. It's not a rope, you goof. So, you're going to pick your drill bit depending on how deep you needed to go into the walls. They were all extremely heavy.
Wow.
Stay. You're going to put it. Just use a massive amount of pressurized air within those pipes to turn that drill bit. And that's how it's handled today. That's going to be your modern anthracite coal drill.
Oh my goodness.
So, once we have our holes made, we're going to fill them full of dynamite. Then we're going to pack or tamp it in nice and tight.
And then we're gonna use that thing.
Well, first we're going to have to string it up. We have to attach it to that thing. But you're on the right track. So we're going to get our copper insulated wire, get about 100 to 200 feet away, usually around 2 corners because, this stuff can jettison out of the wall at up to 60 miles per hour, easily ricochet around 1 corner, but you're usually safe around 2. Then we're going to, like you said, hook it up to our detonator, our blasting box. You guys want to try it?
Yes.
Whoa, you want to come over and try? So what we're going to do, we're going to explode this. We're going to blow some stuff up down here. But first, we need to warn everybody that we're going to be doing this so they know to get out of the way. So we're going to yell in every direction so that it echoes. Fire! 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 Good job! Don't worry about them. They never leave. All right. Push it down nice and hard. Woo! You guys saw that those are my hands were here the whole time.
Oh my goodness,
I
yeah.
didn't do anything. All right, good job, high five. That's a good high five. All right. So, invented in 1815 by Sir Humphrey Davy of England. So the way this works is there's mesh copper up in the top in the bonnet. And what happens if there are gases present, they'll go in through the bonnet, in through that opening, get dissipated or diluted by all those layers of mesh copper. So only a tiny bit makes it to that flame, but not enough to cause an explosion. So if you're lifting this up high and you start seeing that flame growing really, really tall and burning bright, bright blue, well, there's probably methane in the area. Likewise, if you go to put this on the ground and you see that flame get really, really tiny or even choke out, there's probably carbon dioxide. Now, this did have a little flaw where if you brought it down too quickly, you see how that flame kind of jumps? Well, that flame could potentially jump up through the bonnet, catch that methane if it's present, and still cause an explosion. So it wasn't at all foolproof. There were safer ways to detect gases. You guys know what I'm going to say? Yes, absolutely. Smart group. Canaries. Canaries, like our good friend over here, were excellent at detecting gases because they can breathe up to 200 times faster than we can. Probably not faster than me, though. I'm a fast breather. So, whereas our...
There's some light up
around?
Oh yeah. I'm not working on the balloon